Okay, crew, Team Cup August, we're going to rock this, is all I'm going to tell you. And whether you're going to rock this, hit your Success Club 5s and pluses within the first week and a half, 2 weeks here, that's awesome. If you don't get it to the end, that final push of the month is always very powerful too. So, first thing first, as a team, I'm a teacher. Actually, my real job, currently home on mat leave with my 3rd child, but I'm actually a teacher, and professional development in education is huge, and professional development in coaching is huge. Professional development as human beings, I think, is a brilliant thing. So as a team, I know that we have many options when it comes to taking care of our brains. I really think that as a team, we should pick a book and either listen to it, read it, inhale it somehow, so that we can kind of have a bit of a book study with zero pressure, girls. If you don't read it, it's okay. If you don't have time, I want you to kind of schedule time if you feel like you don't have time. But if you're having a hard time getting through it, we want to feed each other with some positive energy. So the book I want to suggest, which was posted by Meg, and I've already started it, and it's pretty great, is the Grace Not Perfection. I'm going to just pull it up here just so you can kind of see what the, I don't know if you can see that. Grace Not Perfection. Write this down. By Emily Ley. It's wonderful. And she's a mom of a set of twins and another one, and she's written this book, and she's all about planning life but being really gentle on ourselves. Okay, so far my impression of the book has been very, very positive. I'm 4 chapters in, so I give it already thumbs up. That's that. So if you can somehow get that book for yourself, whether you're an Audible listener or a book in hand person, I highly recommend it. Make it your kind of August inhale. Okay, so to get rolling this month, I want to ask you, what are you already doing? What kind of things are you already practicing within these first 3 days of August? What kind of positive energy do you have? So just jump in and go, somebody.
I'm posting more than I have in the past.
Wonderful. That's awesome. In fact, I noticed your posts this week already have totally been, like, since you and I connected this past week, have been electric. So that's awesome.
I'm trying.
You're doing great.
I've been watching more of who's connecting with my posts, and then I've been doing the daily, I don't know if it was Meg or Leanne in our other group as well, was talking about doing your daily story on Facebook, and that way you can see who's seeing your posts and who's clicking on them, so that way you can connect with them and not even just invite them to just say, hey, how's it going? They see what you're doing, but that's your chance to get to know what they're doing and how they're doing. So I've been kind of working with that a little bit better and making sure that I'm inviting. I've got my free group up, got 1 challenger so far this month, so I'm hoping for another 2 this week so I can hit 5 in my 1 center this week.
Perfect. That's awesome. Anyone else?
Just connecting with people that are liking and messaging them, and I found that my messages aren't so much, hey, I have a challenge group going on, like, you should come and join me. It's like, oh, hey, I noticed you got engaged, congratulations. Yes. And then kind of starting the conversation that way.
Yeah, so coming from a less pressure. When we were at Summit, we listened to Chalene Johnson, and she was like mind-blowing. And she had a couple lines, and the one line that she said was, don't tell me you're going to sell me. Okay, so like when we are messaging people, we don't want to lead with like the challenge pack. Be like, hey, you want to get in on this? No. You want to like butter people up. You know, hey, I noticed you got engaged, or you're expecting. Did you know that, you know, like I just had a baby and I managed to have the healthiest pregnancy of your life. What are you doing to keep yourself healthy through your pregnancy? These sorts of like questions, and ask people, zero pressure questions, where you're kind of getting a chance to get to know the person and them to get to know you. Because the thing that I keep repeating to myself is these people need to know, like, and trust us before they're going to dive in with anything. And in fact, like I have a list of names that I keep adding to since February. And this list of names, there's more people that have said no to me that are now, okay, so now it's August, so like 6-7 months later, are finally being like, yeah, okay, I'm in, you know, because they've seen me show up for these 7 months consistently. So when we say to you that we want you to, or want to encourage you, and this is across the board as Beachbody coaches, is you're encouraged to show up, right? And to connect with people and to message people. And that can feel like a lot of pressure. When we're saying to you, you know, we encourage you to find 3 people and message them and just saying like, hey, I noticed you got engaged. Where are you going to have your wedding? And just start up a conversation. That counts. Maybe it's like, hey, like on Instagram, thanks for loving my Instagram post about such and such and such. I was really like being vulnerable about this moment or whatever. And I really appreciate your support. What are you doing in your world right now? How's it going? Come up with like a question that they can answer back to you so you can create a bit of a relationship builder. All right. And so these seeds that we plant at the beginning of the month, then if we say, just watch me over the next 3 weeks because I'm doing this program and I want you to see how it looks and feels like so that by the end of the month, maybe it might interest you. You might get to that point in your conversation. Okay. But when we say for you to show up, girls, all that means, first and foremost, is do you. I kind of hate that line, but it's the truth. We need to show up and take care of ourselves first. We are showing a lifestyle, okay? Yes, we know that we have Shakeology, we have workouts, we have proper portioning, we have the things, we have all the things. But we are showing people like us, and we are all different on this team. We all have different things we love. We all have different energy. We all have different stages of life and ages of kids and blah, 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 blah. But we are showing the people who follow us a lifestyle that we want them to be 100% on board with. We want them to see this as an answer to their problem. Because my background story is like I was 195 pounds 2.5 years ago. In between my 2 kids, I was a size 14 and I was struggling in my 4 walls like you would not believe. And it took my 32nd birthday when I looked at myself in a video my husband took of me and I said, I don't even know who that girl is. And I finally dove in. And since then, ladies, I have not missed a day of showing up because I can't let myself go back to where I was. You all have a story. You all know why you showed up and you know why you need to keep showing up for your wellness. First, show the lifestyle, and then your only job is to invite people to join you and say like, hey, this has been really working for me. And it's the flippin' real deal. Like we're not saran wrapping ourselves. It's not happening. And we're not popping a pill. That's not happening, right? And we're not like that whole, that it works. It doesn't work actually. So like it's, you know, we are showing up with the lifestyle and being an example to our family and friends and the people that follow us that this is like the legit deal. Does that make sense? So then when people start liking on your things, that's your opportunity to say like, hey, thanks. I appreciate it because it's work to show up. It's work to get up at 7 o'clock this morning and do 45 flipping minutes of weights with Chris Downing and then do core work. That was work. But thank you for liking it. Do you know what I mean? We want people to know that we're appreciative of them being on the journey. And then you'll often get like, oh my gosh, yeah, you totally inspired me. And then I went out for a walk after I saw you doing it because if you can do it, then I can do it. I've had those messages come back to me. So just know that that's part of that, okay? So again, how do you get connected with people other than messaging? Did you guys have anything else you want to share about things that you're already doing? Or is this helpful so far? Yeah, thumbs up.
I also like to message people on their birthdays or the day after their birthday because one, a lot of people are in good moods. I say, what are you doing for your birthday? What fun plans do you have? Or the day after their birthday, maybe if I miss the birthday message. I've actually found that the day after, they probably ate so much junk on their birthday that the day afterwards, they're feeling like crap. They see me posting healthy recipes. They see me posting me doing my workout. They're probably like, I need to do something about myself because I just over-engorged yesterday. Yeah. So that's a great opportunity. The question I always ask people on their birthday message, because I do the exact same thing, is I'll just say, hey, happy birthday. I hope you have an awesome day full of everything that you love and enjoy.
what is your plan to make this next year awesome for yourself?
That's a good one.
Do you guys, when you message, are you messaging both sex, like men and women, or like in private messages?
Great question. My niche market, my focus is moms, but because I also have my husband's account and my husband is kind of on board and kind of not, because you know that happens. We do also have some guys that come in and just, I had a really good group of guy friends in high school and they had not gone away. So like there's still guys that need us and that we can show them that this is happening. So if you have men that are responding to what you're doing, hopefully it's for the right reason. That's where my head goes sometimes. I'm like, watching this, like short shorts and I shouldn't be posting it. Why are you watching this exactly? Because my husband would be like, oh, don't show that one. That was a little too boobish. And I'm like, sorry, but I didn't mean it to be. But yeah, that's up to you. That's really up to you to decide if you want to do that. So for me, sometimes yes, sometimes no. I'm mainly attracting women between the ages of 25 and 65, I find. So, you know, it's large. Any other questions so far, girls? No? Okay, so how can we start gaining traction? These are things we already know, but we want to, some of you may need a refresher on, is the power of a free group. I'm going to let Taryn talk about the free group. Go ahead, girl.
So free groups are a great way to get people engaged and not have to put an investment in right away. I love doing free groups. Sometimes I get bored of them, but I've noticed that when I do them, I have better success that month with hitting Success Club and getting people actually engaged, because I show them the value that I am showing up every day in my free group. I am posting valuable content. There's so many different free groups that you can do. It's not just kind of limited. I was more thinking that the free groups, sorry, can you hear him really loud in there?
It's fine. Carry on.
Okay. I'm like, most of us are moms. It's like white noise in the background anyways. Yeah. But there are so many different free groups that you can do. I thought that it was mostly just like fitness and nutrition, but I've heard some moms do or other people do like a book group for a month. People doing mindfulness, present parenting, to where whatever your niche market is struggling with, you can do a free group. It could be a month-long free group. It can be a week free group. I like to do week free groups or 2-week free groups. Right now with our Beachbody On Demand moving to 14 days instead of 30 days, a great thing to do is to have people engaged into trying the Beachbody On Demand free for 14 days. And that way at the end of the 14 days, you can say, hey, you've experienced the Beachbody On Demand excuse me, for 14 days. Right now it will roll you into $38 quarterly, or you can do the yearly, or you can get a challenge pack with this month. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. This is the last month that we have the advantage of having the All Access Challenge Pack for $160, because next month it goes up to $199. So that is something to push. People like to have something that is, I'm trying to think of the word, but
they
like
sales.
Yeah, they like sales, and they like not to be pressure, but I'm saying a sense of urgency is what I mean. So people like a sense of urgency.
To piggyback on that, something that I've done, and for us, just so you know, the prices in Canada, the 186, and then it goes up to 241 Canadian. So I know it's retarded. But to set that sense of urgency piece, what I'll do is often say, because it's worth it for us, I will say this, because you do get commissions, but you also, this is worth it for us, especially this month, is I will say, look, if you sign up with the challenge pack, like this is usually about the last 10 days of the month, like past the halfway point, and I'll say you have until this date to order the challenge pack, usually not the last day of the month, but like the 29th, I'll say, and I'll say, if you sign up with the challenge pack, and this is in my messaging, I'm not posting this out in the grand mass of things, but in my messaging to people, this is humans that I have that I've already created a relationship with, I'll say, if you do this, I'm going to even gift you with a $15 Amazon gift card. I can't give them money. I can't make it cheaper for them, but for me to give them a $15 Amazon gift card, which I can send with them through the magic of the internet without me sending any postage, that gives them $15 back if it's about the money piece. Do you know what I mean? And they'll be like stepping out of the gate in a really positive thing, saying like, oh my gosh, she's already like positive energy, positive things. And you can put that towards, you know, a new set of weights or a new tank that's got crazy sayings on it, whatever you want, you know? So that's a good little like, or like the first 10 people, the first 5 people are going to get this $15 gift card if you're going to post it out into the middle of the world. Create that urgency.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And one thing with free groups too as well is there's so many different things. I posted a video, I think I posted it in both groups, of different ideas of challenges. Like I did a grill group at the beginning of the summer. Fall is a good time to do like a crock pot one, or people who are getting back into the school realm of getting into a healthy routine for school, for fitness, nutrition, or how to pack healthy lunches, or just even how to pack healthy lunches for your kids is a good one to do. I'm doing a water challenge right now because my 14-day bod group kind of flopped. And one thing that you can do, I had like 6 people that said that they were committed, and I had like 3 of them go AWOL, and one of them said next week. So I'm like, I'll just add you to my regular challenge with the 14-day bod and the ones that got the Shakeology. So one thing you can do with that is have them get the Shakeology sample pack. And I did a post that said you can get access to my meal plans, my workouts for 14 days, and try a week of Shakeology. So they can get the four sample packs, because we've got the vegan and the regular, that they can get for $20. And I send them a couple extra for free. So I say you get a week's worth for $20, and you get 2 weeks of meal plan workouts in my group. And that way it's easier to transition them into, hey, I'm going to be doing this month-long challenge group. You tried it for 14 days. What do you think about committing with me for a month? And I saw the last month that I did that, I saw a lot of success in people who were excited. They saw the value. I post a ton throughout the day of all the amazing things that Beachbody On Demand has. So there was no guessing what they were getting. Mm-hmm. So that is a great, it's not really a free group, but it's $20 for 2 weeks. And I've done ab challenges, like a 1-week ab workout challenge. I've done a squat challenge. Those 2 have been huge for me when I have done them. I think my squat challenge, I had like over 100 people. And one thing that I would like to encourage you guys is to give yourself a few days to invite to it. I didn't give myself very much time for my water challenge, and I have like 30 people in them. But what I like to do is to have at least 30 people, because the chances of this is easier once you have a free group to invite them to a challenge group. Say, hey, I hope you enjoyed my free group. What feedback do you have for my next group? I also have a challenge group to help other people with health and fitness, and this is what I'm working on next month, and I'm excited to help other people as well. Would you be interested in joining me to work on your goals? One thing that I have been doing that has helped me a lot is I do a Google form that I have people fill out at the beginning of my challenge. So with my healthy eating, I'll do like a 1-week healthy eating group, and I do a Google form, which is super easy. You just Google Forms, and you can create your own form, and I have them fill it out. I ask them, what are they struggling with, and kind of go through what meal plan or what meal do you need help with the most, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Because I tell them, if you do this for me, it helps me to know each group that I do is different. And so I do different cycles of groups. So this helps me to know the people personally in this group, what they're struggling with, so I can gear my posts to help you, because your guys' needs might be different from my last round and my last group. So I need to know personally what you guys need. And at the end of that, I do like a little 4 check boxes that says, what would you like further help with? I do fitness, nutrition, accountability, and motivation, or other on there. And I have people that put all of those at the end, or maybe just a couple of them. And I'm like, hey, I saw that you need help with fitness and nutrition. I have a group next month that is going to be a month-long challenge group. I help people with fitness, nutrition, and all that you need help with. And I ask them in my free group little Google form, what is your goal for August? And I have people that say, I want to lose 10 pounds. And then I have another question that says, what fitness routine are you currently working on? And I have people say none. And so I ask them, I saw that you do not have a current fitness routine right now and you want to lose 10 pounds. I would love to help you with your goals, what do you like to do for workouts? And then I break it down. Do you like to do cardio? Do you like to do weights? Do you like to do dance, yoga? And then or MMA, because Core de Force is awesome. So then I kind of say, I have some ideas for you. How are you doing with nutrition? What are you struggling with nutrition? And then I ask them questions to gear them up for what Shakeology is going to help them with, or what the meal portion control containers is going to help them with. So I don't just say, you need a challenge pack, you need this. I say, what are you struggling with? It's like when you go into the doctor's office, he doesn't say, here's a prescription, here you go, take it. You ask them what problems that they're suffering with, or what they're what's going on with them that they need you. So I like to send, one thing that's really helped me is sending Carl Deichler's, he did it a couple months ago, but when he did the Beachbody On Demand, what you get for the all access, and he says in the price it's $199. But then I send in a message afterwards. After I send that, I said, hey, can I send you an information video of what all you can get with the workout shakes and meal containers? And then I say, but it's on sale this month. So that at the end of them, they're like, oh, $199. I'm like, but it's on sale. And it's like this month only. So, excuse me.
Get on it.
Sending them those videos. And I kind of break down, like, people who like dance workouts. They're like, I don't like to work out, but I like to dance. So I'm like, awesome. Well, here is Country Heat and Size. Which one do you like the best? And they're like, well, I like them both. Well, you need the all access challenge pack, because you can get them both and you don't have to pay more.
Mm-hmm.
So
I had a funny moment, speaking of dance, this is totally an aside. This morning I went down to go have a shower. My husband went and like turned music on really loud, and he put 99 Problems, that song 99 Problems one, and it's from Size. And I was like busting out in the shower. He's like, what are you doing? Just sizing in the shower. Don't worry about it.
Love it.
Oh gosh, yes. Okay, so these are all great tips. Any questions, thoughts? Not sure where to start.
If you aren't doing a free group, I would highly suggest starting one Monday and invite like crazy now. Do a post about it and message every single person who likes your post. Be like, who needs help eating healthier, or who's struggling with eating healthier, or just kind of like open-ended still getting over this crap. Open-ended questions like that, to where they can engage with you. Yes. And then if they like it, message them, say, hey, thank you for the like on my post. Are you interested in joining me in this group? And if you haven't talked to them for a while and they liked your post, say, how are you doing, by the way? It's been forever since we talked. Don't just plainly invite them. Be engaging. Say, what's going on with you in your life? How have you been? Or I noticed we've never connected before. It's nice to meet you. I'm excited to get to know you more.
Totally. The other idea that you can do, and I just posted my free group tonight here, is set it up on your like page as an event. When people come to your like page, if I was a nobody coming to your page, would I be able to see that you have somewhere to put me? Okay? Think about that. If I have an event running on my page, hosted from your like page, then people, you can share it to your personal page, and people are quick to say, quick to say going, they're quick to click, whatever. So if you set it up as an event and then attach the link to your Google form, like what Taryn said, or to whatever other group link, go put a bit.ly, put it into bit.ly so your link isn't like 4,700 characters long. And then, so that, give it a description, and then that will gain traction. And if you are into or in boosting it on Facebook and put $10 to it for 2 days to the people who like your page and their friends, then, you know, they'll see the event and they can say, yes, I'm interested, or I'm going. That just gives you more people to connect with.
And you can do that with your challenge groups as well. I think that's what I haven't done an event for my challenge group for a while. So I kind of figure out what my niche market is, and then what needs that they have this month. Like, my niche market doesn't necessarily have like teachers, but for people who are in the teacher realm, going back to school challenge group would be a perfect thing to do an event for.
It should almost be like a, you know, moms go back to school. It's like a whole, because like seriously, it's having everybody home is a little hairy. But yeah, it's definitely, you're looking for the, if you ever want to pick my brain, don't hesitate to message me, okay? If you guys are wanting the support of each other, for our little Mom Strong group, but if there's the others of you that are part of Taryn's other group, don't hesitate to message me. I'd be happy to answer whatever questions you might have. when it comes to how, like, I have 3 kids, 6 turning 5 and almost 1, which is ridiculous. He's 11 months tomorrow, which is crazy. But I don't have a lot of time, you guys. And often I think and look at all the groups that are being run by our uplines, and it's a little overwhelming. And I sometimes feel like I'm not doing it well because I'm not posting in Meg's group and her confidence builder thing, and then like Brittany's coaching things, and then our teamy things. And I'm like, I'm just, you know what? I'm doing me. I'm showing up. I'm taking care of myself. I'm leading my challenge group, which my team has gotten together. We're doing a Summer Strong group, and we have like 60 people in this group, which is fantastic. And they're all rocking it. And so I'm like, I'm going to put my energy there. And then the rest of this is all going to happen because I'm showing up. Okay. So just don't let yourself be overwhelmed. Put the blinders on a little bit. Like, I'm afraid to say yes to things because I'm like, I'm going to freaking fail at it. Like, right out of the hat, because I don't want to spend time on my phone posting here. Like, I'm doing it. I'm here. I'm showing up. I'm doing the things because my business is still growing. Like, I've hit 1-star diamond, you guys, which I've lost right now because there's some people that are kind of not so sure about the whole, we got 10 minutes left, by the way, not so sure about the whole Shakeology all the time bit, but that's okay. I want the people who are going to run with me. You guys are here because you're runners. You are here because you're doers. So if you need our support, let us know. Connect with Taryn, connect with myself, connect with each other, get some ideas. If you need free challenge ideas, I want to encourage you, because I did this training on, I think it was Instagram, and this lady was like, why do you Beachbody coaches call everything a flipping group? I was like, wait, what? Then I realized how we use this word, like it's like, you know? So I want to just call it an event or call it a challenge. Try and ditch the group, because then we just have groupies. We don't want that. So like, ditch the word group if you can. I want to challenge you, just kind of like ditching the word and then you'll find that even on, like, I've created a website for myself and I just called everything events and challenges, not events and challenge groups. Okay. So just ways that you can kind of clean up the way we share things, because you want to stand out, you know, and little words like that will help you stand out, and ditching them on this case. So, the next thing is Taryn and I are thinking, we've got 8.5 minutes here left to chat about this, is we should host a coaching event as a group. Okay. Now, there are thousands of different ways we can do this. In my experience, because we are all mothers or have small children, and one's even rocking her there and patting a little back. It's beautiful, by the way. We don't have a lot of time. So, and this needs to be something that we can all invite everybody and all the people to. Our greatest successes in my little team and upline of people have been when we have hosted a 1-hour event. And how it works is that every 10 minutes, one of us as coaches sign up for a time slot, and we do a share on a certain topic, whether it's here's my story, fears and hesitations, is it a pyramid scheme or not? There's some great things to share about that. And how do you make money as a coach? What does it take to sign up as a coach? These are kind of the topics of the sharing that happen. And so somebody goes live or posts every 10 minutes in an event, so that every 10 minutes you just hit the refresh, and then we all just show up and the page is just like buzzing for like an hour, and then it's done. Okay. And then people can come back and visit that the next day, a week later. You can be like, you know what, we ran a coaching event. How about you just pop in there and you can go through the things at your own leisure. So things like that can be an option to the people that kind of show up a little after the fact. So what do you think about that idea? Do you think a 1-hour thing is kind of a good plan, ladies? Yeah? Because then all you have to do is sign up for 10 minutes. Be kind of semi-present for the hour, but sign up for 10 minutes, because then you can like connect with your people as they are questioning and commenting and asking and engaging within that hour. And I'd be happy to, within that 1 hour, because we'll often do a draw for a prize at the end for the top engaged people to kind of create, again, just to have some fun. I'd be happy to, spearhead a giveaway for that to kind of keep everybody going. Okay. So a date for that is something we have to talk about. When in the month of August we want to host that kind of an event. seeing as it's the beginning of the month, we haven't planted a lot of coaching seeds yet. And maybe you've signed up some people last month that are now getting close to like getting their next batch of Shakeology, and you want to ask them, do you want to keep Shakeology in your life? If you do, you've been rocking this past month, why don't you just keep going in the positive energy and enjoy the discount of a coach and you know, see if you can inspire some people in your life to do the same, right?
And one other thing that I don't know if this has been put out as a whole, the 10% for the club membership is going away. So you're not going to get a discount on Shakeology unless you are a coach. So that is one thing that I've had people who are club members that are getting monthly auto ship. They're not going to get that anymore. And I think that starts in September, correct?
I think so too.
So this is the last month. Yeah. So this is the last month that they can get that 10%. So this is the time to say, this is the last month that you can get Shakeology, or, you know, kind of, I don't know if there's a way that you can kind of do an incentive to be like, if you want to join me as a coach this month, if you had a challenge pack in the past, it's not going to cost you anymore, and you can start this coaching with me. So that'd be a great, say, one of the people said she doesn't, I don't know if I necessarily agree with this, she doesn't even ask permission. So she's like, you really need to check this coaching thing out. I put you in this group. I'm not really as comfortable with that. With some people that I know pretty well, I can kind of do that. But that's one other thing too that another coach has said that works with her, that she says, hey, let me pop you in this, check it out, see if it's for you. If not, that's fine. But I think you'd be great at it.
Yeah, so I think with this kind of stuff, because if you scroll Facebook for 5 minutes, you'll see that there's so many MLMs out there. We want to be gentle. We need to give people, this is where I'm comfortable anyways. We need to let people come to us when they're ready. And we just need to keep on a personal level through our messaging, which we're going to do as consistently as we can, because we love this, right? Is we want to just say, are you ready to do this with me? Are you, like, this is not something that you do for 21 days and fall off the boat again, you know? This is a lifestyle, and I'm showing you that this isn't something that you stop. So would you like to join me for this coaching adventure? I know that there's no pressure to do action until you're ready. That's the line I use. You don't have to do this until you're ready, and I'm going to just keep showing you the value behind it. Okay? So I'm thinking that a mid-month coaching event would be a good idea. Somewhere between the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so like the 15th, 16th, 17th of August. Go ahead. What, I see a finger in the head saying,
I was going to say not the 15th, preferably not the 15th. My daughter turns 1 on the 15th.
Yay! That's okay.
And then the 16th, she has her 1-year shots.
Okay, so how about we plan for the 17th, a Thursday. Thursday night's pretty quiet in most people's lives. Tuesdays used to be my like heavenly moment because my husband had hockey. That's not till the fall. Not now. So it doesn't matter to me. So the Thursday, the 17th would give us ample time to invite people. You should run a free group between now and then and just like plant seeds about how awesome coaching is in your posts. And just be like, hey, I'm a coach. It's awesome. It rocks. But like, we want to create value and what's coaching brought to us and why we love it and what freedoms we've had from it and friendships we've made, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to put August 17th down. And if you cannot be a part of it, you are not being deleted. You're fine. If you can't be a part of it, you're fine. The rest of us will float the group between the two teams here that are kind of merging. It's totally fine. So we will roll that because that's perfect day for me. Taryn, does that sound good for you too?
Yeah, that works good. The only thing that I think is Wednesday nights are kind of, I don't know how quickly you can get if people want to go. That's when our week rolls over as well. So
right.
Wednesday nights are kind of like that, the new start of the Beachbody week is right. My only other thought for that. Because if you have like a coach that's inactive and you have somebody that you are kind of wanting to slide in that slot, the coaching events on Wednesdays, I find. But Thursdays are a good one too.
We can do, I'll put a poll up in there for the 16th and 17th, and then you guys can decide which one works better. I'm good for either, and whoever we get the most yeses to, then we'll roll with it. So Lisa, if you can't do that night because your girl's having a hard time or Tylenol is not kicking in, it is very okay. You can just show up when you're ready with a glass of wine, okay?
It's 10 minutes. We've had people sit here and be like, this is coaching. I'm at work. This is my glass of wine. I'm excited to talk to you guys about what I do as a coach. And I have the freedom to do that.
Cool. Okay, this is telling me to like pay money or end this. So I'm going to end this. I'm going to post some things, and I hope that this has been helpful. You guys are awesome. Big kisses from Canada. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye, team.
Bye.